Hi and welcome to my YouTube channel, Yorkshire Vlogger. For those who are new to my channel, click subscribe and hit that bell so that you don't miss any new content. So without further ado, let's have a look at the top 10 most sold consoles of all time. In at number 10, it's the Game Boy Advance, 81.51 million units sold. The Game Boy Advance isn't only one of the top selling consoles of all time, but it's also one of the best looking. The Game Boy Advance was the successor to the original Game Boy and Game Boy Color. Released in 2001, the Game Boy Advance would make waves and sell 81.5 million units worldwide. In at number 9, it's the PSP, 81.9 million units sold. Released in Japan in 2004 and the rest of the world in 2005, PSP was Sony's first foray into handheld consoles. PSP had it all. You could play video games or even watch movies on your handheld console. Tekken, God of War, Monster Hunter and GTA all were incredible titles that left lasting impressions on us. In at number 8, it's the Xbox 360, 84 million units sold. Microsoft released it in 2005. The successor to the original Xbox, Xbox 360 was a smash hit. Microsoft would stop production of the console 2 years later, but the memories the games gave us will stay with us. Games such as Call of Duty, GTA, Halo and Gears of War. In at number 7, it's the PlayStation 3, 87.4 million units sold. Competing with the Xbox 360 was Sony's PlayStation 3. The PlayStation 3 was overflowing with the great games and franchises. The Uncharted series, God of War series and The Last of Us all left a lasting mark on the gaming community. In at number 6, it's the Nintendo Wii, 101.63 million units sold. One of the most unique consoles, the Nintendo Wii was widely different from its contemporaries. It was released in 2006 and although the Nintendo Wii wasn't the first console to integrate motion control, it was the most mainstream. It seemed that everybody was enthralled by Nintendo's new hit console. People who weren't into the gaming scene and even people who had never shown interest in video games had a good time playing the Wii. In at number 5, it's the PlayStation, 102.4 million units sold. Released in Japan in 1994, the PlayStation was Sony's first ever console. Directly competing with the Sega Saturn, the PlayStation would go on to not only outsell the competition, but outsell most consoles. In its lifetime, the Sony PlayStation would sell 102.4 million units and launch Sony as a legitimate name in the video game industry. A big part of Sony's success was the impressive games and franchises it had. Crash Bandicoot, Spyro and Gran Turismo would make their debuts on the PlayStation. In at number 4, it's the PlayStation 4, 114.9 million units sold. PS4 debuted a number of new features including its controller, the DualShock 4, which had a touchpad in the middle of the controller. It also allowed for motion control to be integrated in games. Some of the PS4's most popular games were a part of long-standing PlayStation franchises. Games like God of War, Uncharted and Gran Turismo once again made waves in their games. In at number 3, it's the Nintendo Game Boy Color, 118.69 million units sold. Nintendo's second leap into handheld consoles, the Game Boy was released in 1989, 9 years after Nintendo's first handheld console, Game and Watch. The Game Boy would be the forefather for the rest of Nintendo's handheld consoles, including the Game Boy Advance, the DS and the 3DS. Game Boy had an incredible lineup of games that are still cherished to this day. Super Mario Land, Pokemon Red and Blue, Kirby's Dream Land and The Legend of Zelda were all incredible game franchises that were featured on the Game Boy. In at number 2, it's the Nintendo DS, 154 million units sold. Talking about the Game Boy's legacy, the Nintendo DS was the successor to the Game Boy Advance. Featuring 2 screens, including one that was touchscreen, the original DS was also backwards compatible with the Game Boy Advance games. During its 9-year run, the game had dozens of great games, including a number of Mario games. Mario Kart, Mario Party, Mario and Luigi, and New Super Mario Bros. All were amazing titles. And at number 1, the most sold console of all time is the PlayStation 2, 155 million units sold. Skimming out the Nintendo DS by 1 million units, the PlayStation 2 is the best-selling console of all time. If Sony was happy about the first PlayStation sales, they were ecstatic about the PlayStation 2's sales, selling 105 million units. The PS2 has surpassed all other home consoles by a wide margin. Released in 2000, the PlayStation would have a substantial life, being discontinued after 13 years. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching Yorkshire Vlogger. Until the next video, stay safe and see you soon. Bye!